Hi, Geminis. This is your October 2018 love and relationship reading. And you didn't have any jumping cards that were message cards, but you did have 4 jumping cards from the tarot deck. Okay, so we'll get into your message cards first, and then we'll get into the cards that jump for you. Now, the first card that I have for you is challenging times. So I'm feeling like, Geminis, some of you were going through some very challenging times this month with a partner, in a marriage or a friendship, and you just didn't know if you were going to make it. Okay, you might have felt like you were at your wits' end with this person and you were ready to leave them behind and start something new. Okay, but you do have changed your focus. So I'm feeling like for some of you, you either changed your focus or this is something that you will be doing, because once you do this, once you change your focus on what's really important here, you have the Lover's card here. It's actually, it just says love, but it reminds me of the Lover's card from the original tarot deck. Okay, this is where you're going to be. But I feel like with this change your focus, I see here that a lot of you are going to take the focus off of actually what happened in the past, because if you look here, you see the trees in the distance, you see the birds flying, and I'm feeling like some of you are focused on what happened prior to what you feel now. And what I mean by that is some of you could have been dealing with some third-party situations, just someone who was emotionally unstable. You know, they weren't showing you any emotions. They weren't giving you any love. They were telling you they wanted the relationship, or they were telling you they wanted the marriage, but they weren't showing you anything. Okay, I'm feeling like some of you were dealing with a partner who was very confused on what they wanted. I also feel like for some of you this month that your partner was going through some karmic debt and you paid the price. Okay, not only did they pay the price, but because you were with them, you had to go through those set of emotions as well. And I'm feeling like they didn't know how to deal with it, and of course they couldn't tell you if this was a third-party situation. So I'm feeling like you knew something was going on, something wasn't right, and this is where the challenging times come from. But with the change your focus, this card is actually telling you to see things from a different perspective. Okay, and that may be kind of hard for some of you, but I'm feeling like that's what you're going to have to do if you haven't done it already to move yourself forward, because I see some good cards here for you, but I'm feeling like a lot of you are stuck in the past, rightfully so. Okay, I'm not judging, because I know exactly where you're coming from, because I think I was stuck on some things this month. I'm a Gemini, but I'm on a Taurus cusp, so I was feeling like a lot of the Venus retrograde, and it was just like a whole lot of things going on. So I understand if you were stuck in your head mentally about a situation where you wanted to move on with this person in your heart, but your mind was telling you something different. Like, you know, your head was telling you, no, like, they don't deserve my love. They haven't earned it. You know, they're not putting in the work. I'm feeling like this person may have told you they were going to put in the work, and you're like, okay, well, you've been telling me that for years, or you've been telling me that for months, or you've been telling me that for weeks, or whatever. And you were ready to see some action. Like, you needed them to put some action behind these words. But I'm feeling like they will, because you have the love card here. But I'm feeling like it's going to come from you changing your focus. Like, you're not going to focus on them and their situation and what you feel or think may be going on. You may even have proof, but I'm feeling like you're not there anymore. I'm feeling like you've dealt with that. Excuse me. When you were going through these challenging times, I'm feeling like you were dealing with everything. And now the universe says it's time for you to change your focus. It's time for you to focus on you, your work, your interest, your hobby, your money, your school, like anything that's away from any negative, low vibrational energy. You're going to leave behind, and you're going to focus on you. And I'm feeling like that's what's going to bring someone back to you, because they're going to see that your focus is no longer on them and their situation. And okay, that's your situation. That's not mine. You have to handle that, but I won't let you project your negative energy onto me. And I'm feeling like that's where a lot of you are coming from this month. And this is when you're going to get the love. Okay, I'm feeling like somebody's going to come back in. They're going to notice what they have. They don't want to lose you. They already know what they have in you. But it's just that they're going through something, and I'm feeling like they're confused and they really don't see it. Okay, this is what I see here. Or they didn't see it before, but they're starting to notice it now. And they may see you taking your focus off of them okay, in the future, if you haven't already. And they're going to pay attention to that. And whoever, if someone walked away from you, if someone just stopped investing in you emotionally, or stopped talking to you, like the communication is not what it used to be, I'm feeling like this person is going to come back around. Okay, I see that in this reading. They're going to come back around and things are going to get better for you. Okay, so this is what I have for you moving forward. All right, so let me just put these to the side and let's just see what we have that jumped for you, because you have 4. Okay, yeah. All right, let me just put everything in here so you can see everything. All right, so you had the Knight of Pentacles jump for you, the 10 of Wands, you have the Justice, and you also have the Ace of Cups. All right, so let me just say this. I'm feeling like a lot of you are dealing with earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Not everyone, and this is a general reading, so the reading may not resonate with each and every Gemini out there, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a slow-moving earth sign. A Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn who was taking their time coming around. This person was telling you, yeah, we're going to work things out, or I'm going to make things better, or, you know, I've left that third-party situation, or I'm no longer dealing with them, or whatever they were telling you, but they were moving slow as hell. And you were not seeing the results that you knew that you deserved. The way you wanted to be treated and the way you knew that you should have been treated, you weren't seeing that fast enough. And you just were like, hell no, like this, like I'm not dealing with this, okay? Also, you have the 10 of Wands here. So I'm feeling like for some of you, this was a burden for quite some time. And you carried a lot around on you before you actually spoke up about this situation. Okay. Some of you could have been dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. But if not, you were dealing with the Knight of Pentacles, or it could have been any other sign. But I'm feeling like whatever this person did to you, you carried it for so long, Gemini, so you couldn't deal with it anymore. And you're like, I'm not going to keep walking around with these burdens, you know, with me, or with these issues, with these problems that don't really concern me. Like I'm feeling like you were saying to yourself, like, I did nothing wrong. So like, why am I carrying someone else's problems and issues with me? Like they're either going to get their shit together or I'm out of here. I'm feeling like that's what, you know, the attitude that some of you guys had, because you have the Justice card and the Ace of Cups. So the universe decided, per this Justice card, that you have been treated unfairly long enough. Okay, it was time to balance some things out and bring in some good karma for you. Some of you could have been dealing with the Libra, because Libra represents the Justice card. But if not, like, it's just time for you to get what's due to you. Okay, for those of you who had good karma coming back to you, the universe decided it was time to bring that in for you, because you do have the Ace of Cups here, which signifies a new beginning with someone you love. This could be, you know what I'm feeling like, Gemini? I'm feeling like for some of you, this is going to be someone coming back around who did you wrong. And for others, you're going to get new love. Okay, so it's going to be different for everyone based on your situation. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I feel like for some of you, it's going to be new love, like brand new. And then for others, somebody is going to come back around because they realize your worth. They, like I said, they already realized it. They did not want to walk away. They just had some shit that they were dealing with, but it didn't concern you. And they know it didn't concern you. And they let you carry the burden of these issues until you actually spoke up about it. And then they knew they had to do something about the situation because they knew they were going to lose you. Okay, that's what I see here. But you do have Justice and you do have the Ace of Cups. So just know those are things to come. And when you have major arcanas, like with this Justice card, this is something that the universe is backing you up on. Okay, so the universe knows it's about time for things to be made fair and for you to get justice in a situation. And that's what they're going to bring to you. Okay. All right, so those were your jumping cards. And let's just see what else came out in the reading for you this month. Okay, so you had the Three of Swords and you have the Moon card. Yeah, so some of you could have been dealing with another air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or a Pisces, because the moon is here. But even if those were not the signs you were dealing with, Gemini, you were brokenhearted for a long time. And I'm feeling like for some of you, this was definitely a third-party situation and you knew about it, okay? You knew about it. You tried to figure out what was going on. I'm feeling like you may have asked your partner several times and, you know, they were just lying and keeping secrets and they were just like dancing all over the place with this. And you were like, no, I'm not going to continue to deal with this, because you also have the High Priestess here in reverse. So someone was definitely keeping secrets from you. Okay. And I'm feeling like, per this Five of Wands, it caused a lot of conflict, possibly between you and a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Right? Okay. You knew this person was lying about some things. And I'm feeling like for some of you, you couldn't get to the bottom of it. And for those of you who did get to the bottom of it, you didn't know what to do about it. Okay, you were stuck because you were like, listen, if I leave this person, like, I'm feeling like some of you were saying to yourself, like, if I leave this person I've been with for like 6 or 7 years, like, what else is out there for me? Like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to start over? Like, I'm feeling like you were using, like, and I don't want to say excuses, but these were the things that was coming up in your head to make you stick around or try to figure things out, because you just did not want to jump ship, but you knew what you were going through, that you couldn't deal with that. Like, you just decided, like, no, I'm not going to deal with this. Like, something has to give. Okay. I'm feeling like someone did not want to be committed. You could have been dealing with the Taurus because of the Hierophant card being in reverse. Whenever the Hierophant is in the reverse, this is someone who's going against rules, regulation, conformity. Like, they want to make their own shit up. They want to do whatever they want to do. It was like, they didn't care if they were married. They didn't care if you guys had been in a long-term relationship. Okay. And you also had the Two of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like some of you were dealing with someone who were juggling 2 people for quite some time, and you did not know about it. All you knew is that things were not balanced out. They had, like, sort of like moved away from you. And when I say moved away from you, it was like at one point in time you guys were close and everything was good and you were laughing and you were talking, and the next thing you knew, like, it seemed like overnight, this person just was distant. They seemed like they were distracted. They didn't want to be bothered, or they weren't calling you, or they just ghosted you, or they just stopped coming around, whatever they did. But I'm feeling like it had a lot to do with a third party situation, per this Two of Pentacles, and them, you know, not wanting to be committed. But also I see that it had something to do with the karmic lesson that this person needed to learn. And it's a shame, Geminis, because I'm feeling like for some of you, you went through this with them. You walked this entire path with them, per, where's my card at? Per this Ten of Wands, until you got tired and you're like, you know what? I'm not carrying your struggles and your burdens. Like, this is not my karmic issue. This is not my lesson to learn. And you had to realize that. And you were like, hell no. Okay. The Nine of Swords is here. And the Tower. So I'm feeling like for some of you, you know, with this Nine of Swords, you were sad, you were depressed, you were in your thoughts all the time, you couldn't get yourself together. I'm feeling like you went to bed with this on your mind, you woke up with it on your mind, and then the Tower kicked in. Major Arcana. Something had to fall. Something had to be torn down to be rebuilt. So for some of you, if it hasn't happened already, it will. Okay. I'm feeling like the Tower, also, how I see the Tower card, Geminis, is if you're holding on to something and the universe sees that you're struggling with it, because look at this Nine of Swords and look at the Tower. Like, she's struggling or he's struggling with something. These cards are not gender-based, so it could be male or female. But the universe sees that you're struggling with something, and they're like, no, you're asking, you may be praying or asking for something to get right in your life, but you're continuing to struggle with the situation. Well, I'm feeling like for some of you, the universe is going to tear it down. Okay. It's going to either rebuild it on a stronger foundation, or you're going to get someone new, depending on what your situation is. And that's how I see the Nine of Swords and the Tower. Yeah, look at that. You have the Two of Swords and you have the Seven of Cups. Some of you were dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But if not, like, you were confused, you were conflicted. I'm feeling like you were just sitting there, like, mapping out your choices. Like, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I do that, what's going to happen? Like, okay, if I talk to him or her about this, you know, like, are they going to agree with me? Are they going to walk away from this third party? Are they already too invested? I'm feeling like you were sitting there sometimes, whether it be at night, during the day, at work, at school, just driving yourself crazy about something that someone did to you that you had no control of. And I'm feeling like you were pissed, you were angry, you were sad, you were always in your head. And per this Two of Swords, you felt like you were at a crossroads. Okay. Now, if this is not your situation, Gemini, this could have been your partner going through this with you. Okay, if they're cross-watching, okay, they could be feeling this way about you, like they were in their head trying to make choices and trying to decide how, oops, sorry about that, how to come out of this 10 of Wands, because they have been carrying these burdens around for so long. I'm feeling like for some of you, you were dealing with someone for like, I don't know, maybe a year or two, and they kept a third-party situation on the side, and you found out about it, and then you carried these around some more, just waiting for them to walk away from someone, or waiting for them to get their shit together until something clicked, some type of light bulb came on, and you was like, nah, I'm worth more than this. Like, I deserve better. And you know what? Go ahead, have your third-party situation. Take these wands with you. Take these issues and these problems with you, and I'm out of here. And I'm feeling like that click for someone. And that's where your justice is coming in. And that's where your Ace of Cups is going to come from. Because they don't want to lose you. You have the Eight of Swords here. And you have the Knight of Wands. So I'm feeling like for some of you, you felt restricted. You felt like you couldn't move. You felt like you didn't know how to handle someone who was running in and out of your life. Whenever you get the Knight of Wands, you were dealing with a player, someone who did not have good intentions. It's like they may love you and they may care about you, but they were stabbing you in the back, basically, and watching the blood drip and then saying like, what's wrong? Why are you angry? Why are you mad? Stop it. You know why I'm mad. You know why I'm angry. You know why I'm feeling like the Eight of Swords, because the Knight of Wands is in reverse. You're in and out. You don't know like where you want to be. I don't know what your intentions are. I don't know where we stand. It's like things are all up in the air and you're asking me what's the problem. So you knew that somebody was being fake and fraudulent, but per this Four of Pentacles, I'm feeling like you were trying to hold on to this relationship for as long as you could. But per the Hermit card, which is the Virgo card, so some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo, you're going to come out of this energy. But I'm feeling like when you were in this energy, you were holding on to the relationship, but you still had your back turned to this person, and you just was like trying to figure things out. So it was like you weren't talking to them, they weren't talking to you, and you didn't know what was going on. They knew what was going on. They knew why you were angry, but you didn't know what was going on. Okay, that's what I see here. But the next card that I have for you is the Chariot. Okay, and you also have the World card. You have two major arcanas back to back. So some of you could have been dealing with the Cancer, because the Chariot card indicates this, the astrological sign of Cancer. But if not, I see that you're gonna be moving forward. You know, new cycles are going to be ending for you, Gemini. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Old cycles are going to be ending for you, and new cycles are going to begin for you. So you're going to get what you deserve. Okay. You're not going to feel left out in the cold anymore, because you have the Five of Pentacles here. So if someone was leaving you out in the cold, that's going to change. Okay. Because not only do you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. Somebody's coming in to offer you love, but I'm feeling like they're moving really slow. And the reason why they're moving really slow is because the Devil is here. Some of you are dealing with the Capricorn, and they are still in this energy, and they're trying to bring themselves out, right? It's not going to be easy. It's also not your problem or your issue, but this is where they are. I'm feeling like this person is torn in between leaving you out in the cold and showing you love, because they have their own set of issues going on here. If they were tied to someone and they were to learn a lesson this month or last month or whenever they were learning this lesson, I'm feeling like for some of you, you had a partner that's been going through this for quite some time. They were learning a karmic lesson, right? They're trying to come out of it. But in the midst, they were leaving you out in the cold, per this Five of Pentacles, okay? And they were trying to show you love, but they were conflicted, which was making you conflicted. So the whole situation was like jacked up, right? But I see you coming out of it. And I'm feeling like they're going to come out of this energy, but it's going to take them time. Okay, so it's all about what you're willing to put up with, Gemini, if you're willing to stick around and see this through. Because like I said, you do have love coming in for you if you're gonna stick around and see it through. And you did have the Ace of Cups. You also have the Justice, and you also had the Chariot and the World card. So it's going to be up to you whether you're going to give this person a chance to come out of the energy and learn the lesson that the universe slated for them. Because I'm feeling like the universe gave them this, like, here, this is what you deserve, return to sender. Like, you brought this karma, like, deal with it. And then you were just there going through it with them. Okay. So those are the messages that I have for your love and relationship reading, Gemini. I just want to say thank you for being patient, because I know I didn't get these readings out on time. I just had a lot going on. So thank you for being patient. Thank you for coming to my channel and watching my videos. Thank you to everyone who ordered a private reading this month. I really appreciate it. You can also go to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter and follow me at My Cards Never Lie Tarot. And I will see you guys next month. Bye.